So, my name is Fernando Echevarria. I'm a second year here at UCR, and my party's your side.
So tell us about your party. I mean, what exactly does it represent?
So, your side, we run on a platform of pride, progress, and empowerment. Pride, bringing back a campus culture, a good, positive campus climate back to UCR. Bringing back school spirit, empowering our athletes, going out to all these events and actually making UCR what it should be. Empowerment means going on to underrepresented communities, going out to them, empowering them, helping them in whatever issues they're facing, because we all face different issues, and the most important thing is to give all students a voice.
So you talked a lot about changes that you plan to implement. How exactly do you plan to implement them specifically?
So we're actually going to follow a lot of what the external office has done. Me personally, as running for the Vice President of Internal Affairs, I plan on expanding the internal office, giving it a stronger foothold in all departments, holding administration accountable, going to all these different meetings, having student representation on all boards all across to make sure that our student voice is heard and that we can actually enact change at the same time. So now, instead of the internal office just being smaller and the entire office in general being smaller, if we increase the size and the capacity of everything we can reach, we can enact all these changes that we're talking about.
So in one sentence or more, what exactly is the purpose of the position you're applying for?
The purpose of my position is to really empower the students here at UCR and build a relationship with our local community. And that's what I would probably say is the strongest thing for the internal vice president.
And you're a returning ASUCR member, so what would you say was your biggest accomplishment as an ASUCR senator?
Well, there's two things really. I can't really bring it down to one. One right now is the housing ordinance. We're actually going to have the march tomorrow, so that's something that's actually really tangible and it's going to happen. We're also in a lawsuit against the Riverside City Council, so we're going to overturn, hopefully, the ordinance. And thirdly, I'm already in the university working group working out resolutions that are going to go in place this summer. So those are tangible things that are already actually going to happen. The other thing is the Diversity Council, which we're establishing in order to empower all our different communities here on campus.
And some things that you would have done a little bit differently this past year?
If I could, I would go back and I try to gain a little more student support in the beginning of our efforts. Right now we're kind of snowballing into it, but if I would have done things differently, I would have garnered a lot more student support at the beginning rather than at the end.
Last question, what makes you qualified to run the student body or to represent the student body?
As a returning ASUCR official, as a grassroots organizer, going to different conferences, standing up for students, speaking out for them, I love it. And in myself, I feel empowered to actually talk about student issues. And going to all these different things, events, conferences, these workshops, really trained me into understanding how people work and what our community needs at large.
That's good. Thank you so much, Fernando. I really appreciate it.
Awesome.